Right now, a UW chancellor is fired after Regents found online pornographic videos belonging to him and his wife. Why he says his termination is a violation of the First Amendment. But first, southern Wisconsin woke up to snow this morning. Gary's here to share how many inches of snowfall we have received. And we're continuing to get reaction as Wisconsinites mourn the loss of former U.S. Senator and Milwaukee Bucks owner Herb Kohl. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 6. It has been a quiet winter so far, but that changed overnight into the morning when snow started to fall. A mix of snow and rain is expected to continue for several more hours. News 3 Now has team coverage tonight tracking the day's snowfall. Maddie Heimsch is live in Madison with what current road conditions look like out there. But first, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio tracking the rest of this snow. Gary?
Well, it's starting to wind down. We have just a few flurries right now in the backyard, but we had heavy wet snow for a period of time this morning. Some of that melted initially, and then the rest of it started to stick. As we take a look at some of the latest snowfall reports, the town of Dane up in northern portions of Dane County, 2.2 inches of snow. Sun Prairie, 1.5 inches. Columbus, 1.3 inches. Farther to the west, the amounts dropped off a little bit. 1 inch in Mount Horeb, 1 inch in Belleville, and 1 inch in Riley between Verona and Mount Horeb. Time-lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows that snow this morning coming down pretty steadily, but then as we headed into the afternoon, it was more a mix of rain and snow, and right now just some light snow showers and also some fog mixing in as well. High-resolution radar shows mainly rain to the north and east of Madison, a mix of rain and snow across the rest of southern Wisconsin, and most of the snow now south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. And the temperatures also tell the story. These are the current temperatures. You can see they're in the middle 30s, so that's keeping either a mix of rain and snow or the snow light enough that it's not adding to what's on the ground. And 6-hour future track radar shows everything really starting to wind down as we head toward midnight. So after the evening's over, things should start to improve. Visibilities are also improving, especially north of Madison. Lower the visibility, the heavier the precipitation's coming down. 1.25 mile visibility in Dubuque, Iowa, but notice Madison's at 6 miles, and north of Madison, they're mainly around 10 miles. Otherwise, look for mostly cloudy skies with rain and snow showers this evening. Temperatures holding nearly steady, above freezing in the middle 30s. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast. It does include a couple of days of mild weather that will start to melt some of the snow.
All right, Gary, thank you. Now, in terms of road conditions, Madison's main routes, the Beltline, should be relatively clear of snow, just wet at this hour. We sent Maddie Heimsch out into the elements to see how things look. She's off Verona Road near the Beltline tonight. Maddie?
Eric, I'm here off Verona Road and the Beltline, and like Gary said, things are really winding down. We saw some accidents on the road this morning, but now things seem to be running pretty smoothly. And with the warm and dry winter we've had so far, this snowfall has been highly anticipated. Earlier today, I spoke with Matt Wingrove, the president of Madison Snow Removal. He says when mild weather turns quickly like it did this morning, he has to make tough decisions.
Because we want to help everyone that needs the service, and we hate turning away the work, because we know it can be tough to find a good, reliable service this late in the game. But when we have a really dry, November and December, people aren't thinking about it.
Madison Snow Removal drivers have been out since early this morning, laying down salt and trying to get ahead of any weather-related problems on the roads. But there's only so much they can do. They ask viewers to do their part and drive carefully. And like Gary said earlier, the weather should quiet down throughout the rest of the night, stopping by midnight. And tomorrow, Friday, should look a little warmer and maybe even sunny. And as the weather continues to change, we'll continue to follow it. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
All right, Maddie, thank you. New information tonight on why a University of Wisconsin chancellor was fired. Dr. Joe Gao says he was fired last night as UW-La Crosse chancellor for appearing in and producing pornographic videos. In a phone interview with the Associated Press, Gao says the Board of Regents unanimously fired him after learning he and his wife, a former professor at UW-La Crosse, created adult videos that were posted online. Gao says those videos are completely unrelated to his role at the university. He never mentioned UW-La Crosse or his position, and that firing him violated his free speech. He told the Associated Press, quote, "My wife and I live in a country where we have a First Amendment. We're dealing with consensual adult sexuality. The Regents are overreacting." He also said the Regents never told him which policy he violated, and he was never allowed to present his case. Gao says he is considering filing a lawsuit. A downtown Madison restaurant is welcoming customers back after a short closure when it was the target of an alleged hate crime. Dubai Mediterranean restaurant on State Street was broken into and vandalized early Tuesday. Graffiti, police say, was Islamophobic, was found inside the restaurant. Furniture was also damaged. The break-in is still under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. The number there on your screen, 608-266-6014. The owner of the Minocqua Brewing Company wants to keep former President Donald Trump off the ballot in Wisconsin. Kirk Bangstad filed the petition with the Wisconsin Elections Commission to bar Trump from the state ballot, but it was quickly dismissed by the Elections Commission. Bangstad expected this, saying it's an issue he will take to the courts. Bangstad says Trump violated a provision in the 14th Amendment that he engaged in an insurrection on January 6, 2021. If denials continue, he says he could take his petition to the U.S. Supreme Court. If that happens, he hopes they'll leave it alone.
The Supreme Court, if they don't want to lessen their court any further in the eyes of America, will stay this decision as opposed to ruling on it in like a week, in like January 3rd or 4th, when the Colorado ballots are printed.
The announcement comes a day after Michigan Supreme Court ruled Trump will remain on the Republican ballot there for now. However, a ruling in Colorado agreed to remove him from that state's ballot, something the U.S. Supreme Court will likely rule on. Similar efforts have been made in other states, such as Maine and Virginia, to keep Trump off the ballot. Planned Parenthood is resuming abortion services at its clinic in Sheboygan after a county court ruled earlier this month to affirm an earlier ruling saying state law allows consensual abortions. Some protesters were seen near the clinic today holding signs. The U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade last year, resulting in a number of lawsuits in states across the country. One of those was filed here in Wisconsin, which a judge ruled on earlier this month, saying a state law from 1849 bans feticide, not consensual abortions. Madison police are planning for extra patrols next month with a focus on enforcing seatbelt and alcohol laws. Deputies with the Dane County Sheriff's Office will also be doing additional patrols. The extra patrols are made possible by traffic overtime grants from the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Police say the goal of these patrols is not to arrest more drivers, but to boost public safety and cut down on crashes. Just 4 days now until the Badgers face off against the Bayou Bengals of LSU. It is the ReliaQuest Bowl down in Tampa, Florida, ahead of New Year's Day. The New Year's Day matchup. Some players had a special opportunity to give back to their community today. News 3 Now Sports Director Zach Hanley trading in the snow for the sunshine and at least the warmer weather at this hour. He joins us live now from Tampa to share what happened. Zach?
Yeah, Eric, make no mistake about it. Bowl games are just fun. Not only does the team get to play in the warm weather, but they also get to experience a brand new city. This week, the Badgers are going to Busch Gardens. They have a day at the beach, but today they had a chance to brighten someone else's day. Hunter Roller, Mumajong Meta, Marty Stry, and Tanner Mordecai were the 4 Badgers that made a visit to the children's wing of Tampa General Hospital to put smiles on faces and be sort of a distraction for the kids to not think about what they're going through for just a couple of hours. It was a visit that was bigger than football and one that made a lasting impression on everybody involved. And speaking of football, coming up later in sports, Andrew Banster will have more on the Badgers' practice today. For now, though, live in Tampa, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
All right, Zach, thank you. More local stories straight ahead. 2 Madison hospitals say there were more than 6,000 births at each of their facilities this year. They've compiled the names to come up with the ones chosen the most. We'll share which ones were the most popular next at 6.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford F-150 and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts, offering the quality pet food, supplies, and advice you need for healthy, happy pets. Right now, save $2 on all Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog and cat food. 40-pound bags of Blaine's wild bird food, just $15.99. Keep you and your pets warm with Easy Heat wood fuel pellets, just $4.99 a bag. Plus, order select pet and animal prescriptions online at blainesrx.com.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
There's challenges, and I love overcoming challenges.
When Better Money Habits content first started coming out, it expanded what I could do. For Special Olympics athletes with developmental needs,
thousands of Bank of America employees like Scott spend countless hours volunteering to teach people how to reach their financial goals.
It felt good. It felt like I could take on the whole world.
What would you like the power to do?
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Flags are flying at half-staff across Wisconsin tonight in remembrance of former U.S. Senator and Milwaukee Bucks owner Herb Kohl, who passed away yesterday at the age of 88. Herb Kohl Philanthropy says his death followed a brief illness. Kohl's legacy leaves an impact on many Wisconsinites. Our political reporter Will Keneally has this remembrance.
Yeah, we're out here in front of the Kohl Center, and Herb Kohl certainly wore many hats. Former U.S. Senator, former Bucks owner, and president of the department store, which bears his name. But a longtime player in Democratic politics, he also inspired the next generation of Wisconsin politicians.
I walked in kind of terrified of meeting with this legend.
That's what Democratic Party Wisconsin Chair Ben Wickler remembers when he had lunch with former Senator Herb Kohl, a longtime Wisconsin Democrat who held actually the same chairmanship in the 1970s.
And he grilled me. He had the toughest, most incisive, perceptive questions. And his questions came from a place of warmth and generosity and calling those around him to excellence, to do the best that they could do.
But that was not the first time Wickler met him.
So I first met Senator Kohl when I was in high school. I was a Kohl Scholar, one of thousands of students to win a Kohl Scholarship.
That's something that his foundation continues to this day. It's part of broad donations Kohl gave during his lifetime. Many of us in Madison know his name from watching basketball and hockey at the Kohl Center, but his donations to the La Follette School were put toward public affairs education. Kohl passed away this Wednesday at the age of 88.
He was kind of a rascal in the sense that he was very smart and he asked very tough questions, but he also had a kind of a wink and a smile underneath. He's somebody who you'd want to make them laugh because their laugh was so warm and infectious and generous. And also, it wasn't an easy laugh to earn.
Yes, out here at the Kohl Center, you can see a little bit over my shoulder there. Flags are already at half-staff, and they're expected to remain that way until services for the former U.S. Senator sometime in January. Reporting from Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Through the end of last month, SSM St. Mary's Hospital in Madison and Unity Point Health Meritor said more than 6,000 babies had been born this year, and now we know which names were the most popular chosen. At St. Mary's, the 5 most popular names were Hudson, Jack, Ava, Avery, and Henry. For Unity Point Health Meritor, Theodore, Henry, Oliver, Emma, and Eleanor were the top 5 names chosen. More public health resources are coming to Beloit residents and others in Rock County. A new initiative from the city and Rock County Public Health will bring nurses to the library. Beginning next month, they'll be stationed there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Health officials say the hope is to better connect community members with available health resources and other services they might need. If being more active is a resolution for 2024, remember it is a year-long goal. Exercising is important to your health, even when the temperature dips. In tonight's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has cold weather workout tips.
Your 2024 health goals shouldn't take a break when it's cold outside.
Aside from the physical health benefits, outdoor exercise, especially in the winter, can help with things like reducing stress, anxiety, and depression, which we often see higher levels of during the winter months.
Sports medicine Dr. Michael Tiso with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center says exercising 12 months a year should be a part of your lifestyle, not a burden. To safely exercise in the cold, Tiso says to dress based on the temperature and your activity, but wearing layers is important.
They'd be starting with like a synthetic base layer, a middle fleece, and an outer insulated jacket, or a combination of a puffy warmth coat and an outer shell. The shell helps protect against rain and wind, and the inner puffy part of the jacket helps keep the warmth in.
Stay away from clothes made with cotton. Tiso says that material tends to trap moisture close to the skin. If it's really cold outside, he says to keep extremities like fingers, which are more vulnerable to frostbite, covered. And before you exercise, do a short 5 to 10 minute warm up to get blood flowing to muscles.
Afterwards, after you're done exercising, a short cool down can help, and then sometimes stretching after exercise may be more effective than doing it before.
And watch out for sun exposure. You can still get sunburned in the winter, especially if it reflects off of snow. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
An annual tradition continues. Former President Obama shares what his favorite movies were in 2023. We'll share the list and why he says he's a bit biased when it comes to his top 3 films of the year. And a complete look at your first warn forecast with Gary. Stay with us.
The After Christmas 36-hour sale is this Tuesday through Thursday at Ashley. Save up to 83% off on doorbusters and special buys, all with special interest financing for 5 years. Don't miss this massive savings event, only at Ashley.
At Revamp, we transform your fence from this to this in as little as 1 day. We carefully remove and dispose of your old fence if you have one to make way for your beautiful new vinyl fence. Our fences are from the best manufacturers in the industry. They're 5 times stronger than wood and never fade, splinter, corrode, or need any tedious maintenance at all. And all of our fences are backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new fence, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off the installation or 60-month no interest financing. And when you call during this program, you'll also get a gate included absolutely free. Get our best deal of the year on your dream fence and join our list of happy customers. Call the number or visit our website for your new fence today.
South Central Wisconsin area homeowners, pick up the phone and call 1-800-565-5096. That's 1-800-565-5096.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
The After Christmas 36-hour sale is this Tuesday through Thursday at Ashley. Save up to 83% off on doorbusters and special buys, all with special interest financing for 5 years. Don't miss this massive savings event, only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Former President Barack Obama has released his annual favorite movies list. In a post on social media, Obama said he was biased with his top 3 since they were produced by his own production company. Those were Rustin, Leave the World Behind, and American Symphony. His other picks included The Holdovers, Oppenheimer, and Blackberry. In his post, Obama addressed the strikes by writers and actors this year, saying they led to important changes that will transform the industry for the better. U.S. airlines seem to be delivering big improvements over the past week compared to the last week a year ago. FlightAware data shows U.S. carriers have canceled fewer than 1% of all flights over the past week. Delays aren't too bad either. So far, Southwest has delayed the most flights of any carrier during the holiday rush, roughly 1 in 4 flights. However, only 2% of Southwest flights have been canceled over that same time period. That's the opposite of the last 10 days of 2022, when Southwest had its notorious schedule meltdown, causing the cancellation of nearly 17,000 flights and left 2 million passengers stranded. Boeing is urging airlines to inspect all 737 MAX aircraft for possible loose or missing parts. The FAA says inspections involve looking for a possible loose bolt in the rudder control system. The move stems from incidents on 2 separate aircraft, one involving a missing nut, the other a loose nut. Boeing 737 MAX was previously grounded, you'll recall, for nearly 2 years after 2 fatal crashes that killed 346 people. If you're a nervous flyer, you might want to look away here. A strong storm across Britain, resulting in these major wind gusts. This was an American Airlines plane making a successful landing in London, but not before you saw it swaying from side to side in the final moments before a safe touchdown. Gary back now with First Warn forecast. No wind here, but we were treated to some snow overnight, Gary.
Yeah, that is a strange landing, especially with those crosswinds. But around here, it was just snow. Some more snowfall accumulations. Brooklyn and southern Dane County, 2.4 inches. Officially, the airport, 2 inches. That's as of as of noon. We're waiting to see if anything fell during the afternoon to add to that. Weather Service updates those every 6 hours. 2 inches here at the station, 2 inches in Middleton, 1.5 inches in Beaver Dam, but Muscoda in northern Grant County, only 0.2 of an inch of snow. The heaviest band of snow fell right across the Madison area, but the snow vision radar estimates are a little bit high because it was a slushy, wet snow. So some of this melted initially as it hit the ground. So generally, right now on the ground, we have about 1 to 2 inches through most of Dane County, out to the west, up to an inch of snow accumulation. But the more persistent snows are now shifting into northern Illinois and eastern Iowa. Now we're left with spotty rain and snow showers. More rain as you head eastward toward Milwaukee, where temperatures are a couple of degrees warmer. But as we look at the bulk of the snow heading away from us, 6-hour future track radar shows our snow and rain really starting to wind down over the next 6 hours, so that by midnight, most of it is pretty much gone, and any lingering rain and snow showers should end shortly after midnight. 3 things you need to know. Again, the rain and snow showers ending around midnight, and then we're looking for mild weather with high temperatures around 40 for tomorrow and upper 30s for Saturday. Then as we head into next week, look for dry weather. There might be a few flurries from Saturday night into New Year's Eve day. Other than that, we're looking at dry weather through that entire time period with temperatures still slightly above average. In fact, the average high temperature drops from 29 to 27 over the next 10 days. And notice that every single day, those temperatures above normal. Not by a lot, but still many days temperatures right around freezing when we should be in the upper 20s. But the weather pattern really is unchanged. This is a strong El Nino pattern with the one branch of the jet stream, the subtropical jet stream heading near the Hawaiian Islands, the northern branch of the jet stream up into the northwestern part of the country and into southern Canada. That brings mild air eastward toward our part of the country and keeps the bulk of the precipitation down to the south, although this storm has come up a little farther north. Most of them have stayed down to the south during the month of December. But planning your night, look for temperatures still in the middle 30s from 9 p.m. through midnight. So we'll see a mixture of rain and snow, and then that kind of wind downs after midnight. Temperatures down to around freezing by early tomorrow morning. Planning your night across Dane County, low of 31 in Dalyville and Roxbury, 33 in Waterloo, the rest of southern Wisconsin, 35 for the low in Janesville, 30 in Platteville. Most of the precipitation should be done around midnight. And then tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly sunny and mild in the afternoon with a high temperature of 40. First Warn 7 to 10 day forecast, upper 30s on Saturday, around freezing for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Again, that flurry chance from Saturday night into New Year's Eve. Midnight temperatures around 26. But next week, first week of January, dry with temperatures very close or just slightly above normal. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5600 800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Make organizing your home your first New Year's resolution with help from Menards. We carry decorative shelving, storage totes, closet kits, and more to keep everything in its place. Keep your home organized with Designer's Image Closet Solutions. Perfect for storing clothes and hanging accessories. Right now, this white wooden closet system is $399.94. Closet Culture closet systems are easy to adapt and are made with steel, wire mesh, and wood, creating a sturdy storage solution. Get this closet kit for $499.98.
Save big money at Menards.
The all-in-one and done symptom relief of Mucinex is delivered fast with DoorDash, so you don't have to leave the couch. That was fast. Mucinex, available on DoorDash. It's comeback season.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays.
Fire. It's what keeps people warm when it's a brisk 63 degrees down here in Tampa. But the Badgers, well, they don't need this. They've had a fire lit under them for the past month. Bucky is doing just fine without any external motivation for the ReliaQuest Bowl. Their New Year's Day bout with LSU is not just an opportunity most have waited their whole life for. It's one that some Badgers, they might never get again.
Well, obviously, too much doesn't have to be said when you're playing a team like LSU, but at the same time, we only have, like I said, we only have one more opportunity to do this with this exact group of guys. So we're going to make the most of this opportunity. Everybody's going to play like it's their last day on earth. So we're going to give it our all and obviously, hopefully come out with a W.
And I mean, I've been praying for moments like this. I desperately crave this moment, and I know a lot of guys feel the same. I mean, we just want to go out there, get the job done, kind of put the cherry on top of the season, and move forward and grow this program based off of this win.
Badgers, they have a busy bowl week. In fact, tonight they're bowling, and tomorrow they're headed to an amusement park. We'll be there with them, keeping you posted on all things Wisconsin all week long. For now, Fireside in Tampa, I'm Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Andrew clearly enjoying himself. Thank you very much. Well, before we go, we've all heard of therapy dogs. Well, how about therapy llamas? All this month, at Portland International Airport out in Oregon, the Therapy Llamas, Benny and Crown Prince, are greeting those traveling for the holidays. It's made possible by a nonprofit which organizes events to lift the spirits of locals, especially around a stressful time of the year like this. Portland, of course, is known for its weirdness. There's even a well-known slogan there, keep Portland weird. We've kind of had weird weather this last couple of weeks, from the warmth of Christmas, now a little more what we expect.
Yeah, but still, temperatures are above average, and we're going to start melting some of that snow. Right now, a mix of rain and snow across southern Wisconsin, but temperatures are warm enough that I don't think anything additional will be sticking to the ground. And you can see 6-hour future track radar showing everything pretty much winding down. Visibilities are improving. That means the heavier snow is moving out, and temperatures are right around freezing or a little bit above, so we'll continue to melt a little of the snow overnight.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening, and we will be back here tonight at 10.